Today's podcast is brought to you by TabletCertified.com.
TabletCertified.com.
If you got a bunch of crap you want to put on your phone or your tablet or whatever you put crap on, go to TabletCertified.com. They'll tell you whether it's crap or not. Maybe it's not crappy enough for you.
You talk about computer stuff.
Yeah, old Greg and Mike. They got reviews on there. They tell you about all the apps and programs.
Uh-huh.
On TabletCertified.com.
Well, good. Yeah.
Go there. Just type it in. See what happens. That sounds like something bad's going to happen. It's nothing. It's fine. Just TabletCertified.com. It's a real website.
It helps us out if you like this podcast, and it helps them out. And you, too, if you want to know what you do on computer.
Well, that's everybody. Everybody gets helped out.
Yeah, well.
So TabletCertified.com.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, Shacky Bros.
And I'm Dunlap.
Hope all y'all's doing all right out there today.
We wouldn't if we wouldn't tell you if we wanted something to be wrong with you.
I don't want nothing to be wrong with nobody.
Yeah. See, exactly. Why? There's a lot of people I wish something bad would happen to.
Why do you want
But
bad?
I wouldn't tell them. I wouldn't start off a podcast that way.
It ain't got nothing to do with Parker tonight. He's just telling people, I hope you're doing all right. Everybody needs to hear that.
What I'm saying is, nobody's going to come right out and say, I wish you had a horrible disease.
Well, hell no, I ain't going to say that.
I wish you'd lose your job. So, I mean, since you're not going to be honest with them, then what difference does it make what you say?
I'm being honest with them. I don't want that. Wish that on nobody.
There's nobody you wish.
I don't sit around thinking about people I want to be sick. I'm sorry, I just don't do it. That ain't the way I think, no.
Oh, I think about it all the time. Different diseases.
Well, you don't live with sickness like I did. If you saw sickness every day, you wouldn't wish it on nobody.
No, then I'd know the mechanics of it. I'd know the ins and outs, so I could kick back and more thoroughly enjoy my fantasy because I'd know all the details. Yeah. So when I'd be like, I wish old Joe Roberts would get the horrible disease, I'd know exactly what I'd want him to suffer through.
What the hell Joe Roberts ever do to you?
I just look at his face.
Oh, hell.
Like that face.
Well, that's pitiful.
Ugh.
Something wrong with you.
Don't get me started on Joe Roberts. And something wrong with you.
What do you mean something wrong with me? I sit there and said, I hope everybody's doing all right, and you start saying I wish everybody's sick.
I didn't say I wish they were dead. I didn't say I wish they died.
I said sick. I didn't say dead.
Well, what's the matter with everybody gets a little sick? You got to get sick.
Well, I don't want nobody. It's not like I want anybody to get sick one way or the other.
There's just so many different diseases and ways that your body can cause you to suffer.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And an imagination is a wonderful thing. And you put those two together, and you got a pleasant evening's entertainment for me. Also, hatred of people. Figure that into the equation.
I don't want to figure on hating nobody. Waste of time.
Oh, like you never cuss nobody under your breath. I hear you in the store. People come in and you go, oh, you think you so smart. You know, where's that number there? Go to college?
I ain't perfect, but I don't try to start my day, spend my whole day that way. Sometimes some ignorant SOB gets up in your face and says this or that.
Right.
And sends you there. But otherwise, I ain't waiting for them to get up in my face. Hopefully that ain't going to happen. I'll get through the day just fine. So I hope everybody out there is okay and just don't get up in my face if it ain't okay. That cover it?
Yeah, pretty good.
All right. Yeah.
Jackie,
All right.
got a sponsor this week.
Yeah. Tablets. Computers, tablets.
Oh, you want to start with tabletcertified.com?
Yeah.
You
That's
just
what the...
talked about them a second ago.
Well,
I guess we'll do a longer spot. Tabletcertified.com. Jackie, you know how it is when you get your tablet out.
well.
You start looking for apps for your tablet.
No.
You go, well, I wonder what's good in the old app marketplace today.
I don't know what it ever is.
And you go and you look, you're like, what is this?
I
Oh,
wouldn't
sure,
know.
there might be some user reviews like, fix the thing where it messes up. Like version 2.7 of this is all jacked up.
Wow.
Hell with this. But they don't go in to give you any details. They don't tell you what's really going on with this app before you put it on your computer.
Yeah.
Jackie, what if you get an app and it's just no good?
I don't know what it is. I wouldn't know, be able to tell whether it's good or bad to begin with. Now, if I go to Certified's tablets, that's going to tell me.
Tabletcertified.com.
Tabletcertified.com.
Oh, Jackie,
Yeah.
if you want a review of an app
Yeah.
or a program,
I don't
possibly,
know, Joe. I don't need a review so much. It's just to explain to me what the hell it is.
well, don't go to tabletcertified.com.
But that's who we send
They
people.
assume a level of competency and intelligence that you have not achieved. Don't listen. I'll tell you this right now. Tabletcertified.com does not want dumbasses coming to their site.
Hey.
Know what you do. A little research before you go to tabletcertified.com. Now, if you go to tabletcertified.com and you're not a complete imbecile like some people here I could name,
Hey.
you're going to get along just fine.
I don't get on the computers. I'm sure CertifiedTablets.com is fine.
tabletcertified.com.
I'm sure it's fine. And if you got computers, go do it. That's fine. But don't sit there and call someone who don't do computers an idiot. There's a lot of people out there still don't do computers. Don't everybody do it.
Well, tabletcertified.com. Jackie, let me tell you something. You may not know anything about apps
Yeah.
or anything.
I
really.
don't know what it is. I don't know apps.
But you could go to tabletcertified.com and read the reviews of some of these apps and programs that old Mike and Greg have put up there.
Yeah, I know him.
You
yeah.
could just spend hours and hours just kicked back, relaxing, reading some great. Everybody loves to read a great review, right, Jackie?
Yeah. Other stuff I'd read before, but that's if it's
It'd be like Louis L'Amour,
yeah.
app reviews,
Well, if got Louis L'Amour on there, I'll get on there. Yeah.
and then the Satanic Bible.
Hey.
I don't think they have Louis L'Amour on there, but I'll ask. Let's ask them right now. If there are any Louis L'Amour apps, what can y'all review one of
Well,
them?
now, see, I'd look at that, yeah. If there's Louis L'Amour on the computers,
Because they wrote tabletcertified.com, our sponsor. Go to tabletcertified.com. I beseech you.
tell them we sent you. Yeah.
Tell them if there's a way to do that. Tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
They plugged us on their website, Jackie. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
look, we sponsored Red State Update.
Yeah, we sponsor them. See, it helps everybody, like I said. Everybody work hand in hand.
No, they're-
everybody get along.
How are we sponsoring them?
They're our sponsor.
Right. They're sponsoring us.
Oh.
I mean, we can
I
send
thought-
them some money if you want to.
I ain't got no money to send them.
Listen, folks, I don't want to spend all night talking about tabletcertified.com, but I will if I have to.
Yeah.
That's tabletcertified.com. Go there for app reviews and program reviews and to learn about apps and programs. They'll tell you if they work or if they're crappy or if they're stupid or if they're awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think they tell you if they're stupid. This is how efficient this website is. Unless I am completely misremembering my research, I don't think they put up bad reviews. If you're like, hey, is this thing like crappy?
It ain't no good. That's positive. I ain't got to go waste your time.
They ain't gonna put it
Run
up.
something down. Good.
They ain't gonna put up a crappy thing. They put up things that work.
so
They
you
put
go.
up things.
You go if you want to see
Don't
something
go.
good.
I tell you what, don't go there with the app in mind. go there with an open mind and just see, let's see what they talking about today.
Yeah.
And then you may find an app you didn't even know you wanted through the great reviewing skills of Mike and Greg. Holy cow, you started out a day you didn't even know you wanted an app, and now it's like you found out you did and you got it?
That's a lot, yeah.
Oh, God, Jackie.
Yeah.
TabletCertified.com.
Yeah.
Murfreesboro.
Yep.
There's a connection.
Fine.
I think they're from there, or they lived there.
They're here now. That's all that matters.
I'm not even sure about that, but there is a connection.
All right, yeah.
You can never get away. You know the old thing, you go to Davis Market. There's a store here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Davis
for the
Market.
new listeners, Jackie and I, we need to do more for new listeners, Jackie. You don't know how podcasts work. People could be starting in at any
Well,
point.
we in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
This could be the first episode they hear. We're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's the geographic center of the state. It's about half an hour outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Jackie Broyles is sitting here to my right.
Yeah. That's me. I'm talking on here with you.
He's an elderly gentleman of the silver-haired variety.
Well, gone gray him. Get up
He's
there in age.
wearing a cap.
Yeah.
And
Wear my work clothes. What I got on? Overalls.
Your
yeah.
work, I've never seen you in anything but overalls.
Well,
and a
maybe
red
that's
plaid.
because I work all the time besides sitting here doing this.
It's basically the one outfit I've seen you in.
Well, this is work too if I got to sit here beside you this long.
I don't see why you'd start off this update, this primer
Yeah.
for new listeners by running me into the
You
ground
were trying
like
to talk
that.
about Davis Market. Tell them what Davis Market is. Now, Davis Market's another market. I run Jackie's Market. Got a barbecue stand in there, too. Davis Market's on the other side. That's over by the college. I ain't near me. Don't consider them competition. But they got cold bear and this and that. There's something going around these college kids. They say if you go in there, you be in Murfreesboro for the rest of your life, which I don't see nothing wrong with that.
That if you go into Davis Market, if you've never been to Davis Market, you still have a chance to get out. But if you go inside Davis
Well,
Market,
all them college kids go in there because they're going to get that cold bear all the time.
yep, and that's how they get you. Alcoholism leads to Murfreesboro residency.
I don't know if
Why
they's
would
all
I don't think that's true. I don't know why I said
alcoholic.
that.
You said the whole town.
The whole
that
town,
ain't
there's
true.
plenty of
There's
people that don't drink.
Plenty of people who don't go into Davis Market.
I mean, everybody's got their problems, but that's like everywhere.
Well.
So I don't know why. Sorry, I didn't mean to run Murfreesboro down like that. I'm sorry, everybody.
That's your own town. You ought not do that.
Yep. And I ain't never left.
We enjoy a good, some sipping whiskey and a beer in Murfreesboro. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong
but
with saying
everybody ain't a
that.
drunk.
Well, no, there's church preachers and stuff that don't drink. No.
There's lots of people that don't. There's children.
Well, children not supposed to drink.
Who
till a
aren't
certain
old
age,
enough to
yeah.
drink, right.
And you ought not judge him. Ain't even grown up yet.
Yeah, they might turn into horrible alcoholics.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
There's animals that don't drink.
Animals don't do it. People try to be cute all the time. Give a dog beer, this, that. They don't drink it.
Everybody always try to be cute with their giving a dog a beer.
Well, that's because on TV, Spuds McKenzie showed everybody dog love beer.
Alex from Stroh's.
Yeah, there's another one, yeah. Well, he went and got the beer for the person. He'd go get it for him.
Spuds McKenzie was a party animal.
He was up there with women drinking and doing everything
and
else.
doing
on
everything else in the
boat
world
and
with them.
football game, wherever at. In the stands, I don't know. That dog went everywhere. But he always drunk beer.
That's what animals on TV used to be like. Good, hard-working, beer-drinking, not afraid to cut
funny.
loose.
It's funny. I'm not just saying people get the idea. I still ain't knocking it. It's funny. You're right. Yeah, animals used to be Clydesdale horse. Now, they didn't drink beer, but they told it.
They put on a show for you
Yeah.
while they entertain you while you're drinking beer,
Yeah.
which is an important part because you got to have beer. You got to have something to eat on, like potato chips or pretzels or pickled egg.
Well, yeah, you want to snack on while you're drinking.
And something to watch. That could be a TV. It could be a TV at a bar. It could be just other drunks at a bar.
Yeah.
Eventually, it could be the floor, grass. It could be anything. The drunker you get, the more entertaining everything is.
Sometime, yeah.
Till it starts spinning. But now the dogs on TV, it's not about drinking. I don't know what happened, if it's a puritanical streak, but now it's like dogs just care about baked beans.
Yeah. He keeps saying a talking dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say that one thing. I wouldn't want a talking, drinking dog. They get one of them.
Oh, God.
But McKinnon never said a word.
He showed you how to have a good time, but he did it wordlessly.
Yeah. I didn't like that dog that loves bacon so much. It said it over and over and over again. Get wore out. From commercial don't last 30 seconds. I'm changing the channel. As soon as that dog saying, bits, what is it? Kibbles? What is that?
Kibbles and bits.
It goes on and on like a damn crazy person.
Because that's how a dog would talk.
Well, I don't want to hear it.
It'd be just like a crazy person. It would be, they'd get excited about whatever it is, and they just sit there
and you put drinking on top of it.
On top of that, oh, no. That's why I like drinking dogs. I like talking dogs.
I don't like a mix of the two.
Talking dogs, talk to me about beans. That's cool.
Well, he won't give a secret. That's how you know about old Bush Beans. He won't tell him nobody. A dog won't. Loyal. Man's best friend.
Spuds McKenzie, he'll show you how to party, but I know that, like, if you leave your girl unattended for a second, it's over. Spuds, I thought I could trust you. What in the world ever made you think you could trust Spuds McKenzie?
Spuds McKenzie don't need friends or nothing. He got everything he needs. He's on a float, in a parade.
But that sounds sad, the way you just described it. He doesn't need friends.
He got all he needs is being pretty women. That's more
no.
you have sometimes.
When you put it like that, Jackie, I just imagine Spuds McKenzie looking over a railing down at the scene of depravity and just going, all I want is
quiet.
Quiet and one good friend.
Yeah. Maybe just wants to play catch sometimes. He don't want to be.
Oh, you think he wants to get back to the old dog ways?
Know.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Your mind goes there.
Well, I didn't think he was sad till you said that. I didn't mean to put it that way, but maybe so. I don't know.
You get everything you want. You always Rosebud, Jackie Rosebud.
Huh?
Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Rosebud.
I don't remember.
Rosebud.
I don't remember Citizen Kane.
He had everything he wanted, except everybody hated him, and then he remembered his sled.
Yeah.
The end. Overrated.
Yeah, I don't need to sit and watch that, talk for 2 damn hours to get to that.
Spuds McKenzie's sort of those commercials are the Citizen Kane of dog commercials. Party dog commercials.
Well, yeah, dog. I never thought of him being sad. Maybe he is, yeah. Well, he's dead now. They don't do it no more.
I'll never look at him again the same way.
Yeah.
Because you don't hardly see him so much
I don't
anymore.
know, it used to be some stuffed animals, stuff like that here in the store.
Why don't they, you still got those?
Maybe in one of these boxes in here, I don't know. They had little and some big ones. And, give it to the children. Come in, they love.
You
children.
can't give
Back in, they love
a beer thing to a children.
They don't know what it is. It's just a dog to them, drunk, sober. That don't matter to no kid. I used to hand them in. I ain't got them no more. It's promotional. Bud Light, Budweiser, light beer. Put it up in here. They had big picture of them back in the store, and they'd drop off those little stuff down. I may have a few in here somewhere.
I remember one time you had, what was it? Somebody hired by the beer company to come in here dressed up as Spuds McKenzie, or was that just a lunatic?
I
remember it was a big deal one Saturday. It was like 4th of July, '87.
They had car wash too.
Yeah, it was
everybody's doing the car wash, and I may have been one of the schools. I don't think that was official. But there was somebody out there dressed like it, hollering, screaming while the girls washed the car or whatever it was. They did that as a fundraiser, high school, something.
And the girls kept squirting that guy in the Spuds McKenzie outfit with the hose.
Yeah. he was supposed to try to come in here and ask to use the damn bathroom. I told him, get out of this thing, it's heavy. I said, no, hell no, you ain't going to water all in here.
Because you can't wring one of those things out.
Hell
It
no.
absorbs water, but, there's a hard plastic skeleton under there, so you can't just wring it out. It's going to be dripping for a long time.
It was hanging off of me. He said, I need to come in here. They can't see me take this off outside. And I was like, who? Everybody knows there's a damn person in there. Who you
Well, he was committed.
Whatever.
He was an
he
artist.
could go out behind the damn store. He ain't coming in and getting my store wet. That's all I remember.
I remember one time in second grade, there was a guy dressed up as Smokey the Bear. He come to my school.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was real excited to see Smokey the Bear. And you got to sit on his lap. And I don't know who it was. Probably one of the high school boys. It was like, you want to give him a handshake or give him a hug? At first, it was just girls giving him a hug. Then boys started hugging him, too. I think there was some Cub Scouts tried to give him the Cub Scout handshake. And I just thought that was carrying it all too far.
Well, he's in the park. That's where he got a hat on and all that stuff. He knows how to do that stuff, camping.
At some point, it started to seem like if the boys didn't hug him too, it was sort of an insult. It was needlessly formal. But you had to make a choice. Like they set it up where boys would give him a handshake and girls would give him a hug.
They told you that before you go over to
They
it?
said, hey, you can give him a handshake or a hug. Hey, Kurt, why don't you give him a handshake?
Yeah.
All right, Laura Lee, why don't you give him a hug? And like they were trying to imply that, I don't know, maybe it was a little sissy for a boy to hug Smokey the Bear.
How old are these kids? That's a one
They
thing.
were 7, 8 years old.
It's a big bear. If they want to like, hug a teddy bear, don't say it's the same thing. The big one, will tell you not to burn
Plus,
the house down.
he also keeps fires from happening. So
Well,
if anything, we should hug him purely out of
He
gratitude.
does more than just sit on the bed like a teddy bear does. Just look cute. This one serves purpose. This bear, yeah.
So when I hugged him, I heard whoever was in the suit say, "Get off me, you fat SOB."
Well,
So I wish now I just shook his hand. I don't, because if I'd shook his hand, the rest of my life I'd been wondering, what would have happened if I just hugged Smokey the Bear?
well, I guess you know now.
Now I know. He gets mad. He's probably one of the guys from shop out back getting high. They're like, hey, who wants to put on this bear suit? And he's like, that sounds like a fucking blast.
All right, language. I ain't gonna listen to it.
So, what were we talking about?
I don't know. Forest fires. I can't.
Watch your cigarettes.
Don't California right now. Dry as can be out there. It's on fire right now. So don't. I mean, it's too cold here. It ain't gonna do nothing. But still, either way, you ought not throw your cigarette butts and
Watch it. Just stomp them out.
Yeah.
Out in the woods and it's dry.
throw it. You stomp it for a good while. Just don't
Stomp it.
toss it. Throw it down on the
Now,
ground.
don't flick it out into the...
Grind it in there with your boot, your foot, whatever. Just, make sure it's out. Smokey Bear. I got a sponsor I got to do before we get going in.
Oh,
further
yeah, I
here
got
before
another
forget.
sponsor, too.
Well, as you know, New Year's Eve bird ain't doing too good, as I pointed out to some of you. He's listening on here, and well, he's still trying to help
Jackie,
people.
maybe for new listeners, we should brief folks on who New Year's Eve
Well,
bird is.
Dr. Birdman lost New Year's Eve bird.
Jackie, maybe for new listeners, because you never know. With a podcast, you never know what somebody's first episode is going to be. So maybe we should let them know who Dr. Birdman is.
Well, he deals in exotic and regular, all kinds. Basically, any bird you can think of, he can in wanting a pet or have you need a
Somehow
bird.
he steals.
He don't steal them. Don't start. That's the reason you want to talk about it, so you run him down again.
Birdman has a flatbed truck full of stolen or illegally imported birds.
They are not stolen or illegal. You were guessing at that. There ain't no proof of that whatsoever.
He blows into town without telling anybody where he's going to be, or letting the authorities know. There's no permits or anything. He pulls up in his truck.
He's a traveling salesman. What he is, he's a traveling salesman. It's a dying art. Ain't nobody doing that no more. Used to be traveling salesmen come around all the time. I'm happy to see him. He's one of the last few I know.
He sells these birds.
Yeah.
He lets you look at them. He puts on little shows. He had a
show,
monkey at one point.
Man, monkey show. It's before he was a doctor. He has a medical license now.
Yeah, at some point he became a doctor. That doesn't seem on the up and up, but I haven't looked into that.
He's been
so
going
maybe.
Taking night classes years and years and years.
He offers his own sort of insurance, but I hesitate to call it that.
For college students only, MTSU college students, Middle Tennessee University college students.
Jackie loves him. He thinks he's great.
Fine gentleman, ain't nothing wrong with him.
But Dr. Birdman put on a big New Year's Eve show where he had the New Year's Eve bird.
Get to going, you get that bird started up in the countdown. Comes down, you do whatever he does, that bird to make it holler. It sound like you never heard before. Bird like you never seen before. Ain't nothing like it. So on New Year's Eve, whatever it was he was doing to get that bird going, he got something, a stick or something, I don't know what it is. The whole cage was fastened properly, and flew out over Big Lots. It's out in the parking lot. Big Lots flew out over top of it. Yeah.
There was a search. Everybody was looking for this bird.
They tried to find it. We come find it. When they found it, it was fine. And him and Jimmy, this man that helps him with some of the larger.
His henchman.
Well, it's not his henchman. It's just a part-time employee of Dr. Birdman's. Sometimes, he may be a registered nurse. I don't know. But they deal with birds, and they needed help, and somehow, wherever this bird was, he was up on a tree or something, getting that bird down, it got hurt. Bad shape. Whatever they did to process capturing a New Year's Eve bird, messed up bad. They need money.
Why would we give them money?
To fix that bird. Why you want that bird to die suffering like it did?
They hurt it.
They had to catch it. It was in more danger of being loose like it was than what it would be now.
That seems hard to believe.
Well, they got it. It ain't what he's doing now. In order to raise money to get this bird fixed up and healthy again, Dr. Birdman is not a veterinarian. He does not specialize in that. He knows a lot about birds. He definitely does that. But there's certain things you need a doctor to do, a veterinarian doctor, and he's trying to raise the funds to get New Year's Eve bird properly medicated or whatever it needs, operation. I'm sure it's going to need an operation. So in order to raise money, they're sowing. It's no longer New Year's Eve bird because that's done passes. It's now a heart bird.
It's no longer New Year's Eve bird?
Well, for the time being, hopefully it'll be New Year's Eve bird again by 2015. That's what we're all hoping.
So as long as it's heart bird. But when it gets well, it'll be.
Well, we don't know. You got to come see, get your ticket, come take a look. It's just a sick bird, heart bird. Take a look at it. All the proceeds are going to Dr. Birdman to go pay veterinary bills to get done whatever needs doing. And it is looking a little bit better now. It's tail feathers flutter every now and then. Wasn't moving at all, hardly. You just see it barely, breathing, moving a little bit. And the one of the eyes opened up so it can look at you. And he was just feeding it with drops. And you come back here, you could feed it drops. You pay extra to look at it. Use a little dropper, put the food in the beak. But now he's moved up to grapes.
Grapes.
So it's eating grapes, winking at you, and tail feathers fluttering. So it's good. Its prognosis is getting better. And the more you go to see Heartbird, which you can view it out here on the weekends in my establishment in the parking lot, to be pulling it up there, take a curtain off, look at it, or over at Big Lots during the week. Sometime after 6, 7 in the evening, I think.
So let me recap this for the new listener. I know it's a lot to process. Dr. Birdman nearly killed this bird, and now to make money for its medical expenses is dragging its almost dead carcass from parking lot to parking lot all across the Mid-South and charging you money to look at a hurt bird.
It ain't your average hurt bird. This ain't some bird that got shot with a BB gun out in front of the house, something like that.
That's true. They're alleged.
This
is sky
is
blue. It's the color of the sky, which made it even harder to find.
Where the plumage changed a little bit, it ain't quite sky blue like it was. It's more like a grayish. Now, while it's sick, it'll change. They get, we'll get it feeling better, be the same color it was. Let's hope.
It makes a horrible sound, and the legend says that when it looks into you, it judges your character. It can tell where you'll spend eternity. It knows if you've been good or bad.
Well, that's New Year's Eve bird. This hurt bird that can't make no sound at all. And it can't, even though its eyes kind of working, it's just kind of winking.
It's just cloudy.
Yeah, you can't really, there ain't nothing back behind that. You can tell. But you can get the spirit back. You can get that bird back the way it was. Let's hope. We're all saying prayers, and I ask everybody out there to pray too. But we all know in this world, it's a dollar bill that's going to get anything done, sadly, in certain cases like this. So do your prayer, but also come down here and take a look at this hurt bird. And you may pay to see the bird, which is $5 to take a look at it. And after you see how pitiful that bird is, you may give him another $5. So come down and get that fixed, Come down, take a look at it here, Big Lots parking lot.
How much are his medical expenses?
I don't know. If you see how looking at this bird, I think I'd take a whole damn hospital to.
I'm just saying, it seems like now he's charging you just to look at it. Now you're going to feel sorry for it. You're going to reach into your pocket, pull out a little bit more. It just seems like Dr. Birdman's just increased his revenue stream having this hurt bird.
Well,
you think
trying to get it ain't going to be nothing having this hurt bird. Bless this bird's heart. Hurt bird would know, hey.
How you know this is really hurt bird? How you know it's not just like some sort of
I know what it
alien autopsy dummy rigged up there he's got going around just trying to get money out of everybody?
No. You just making that up. He was tore up over the bird being gone missing.
Right.
He was tore up how bad they messed it up trying to catch it. So he's a mess over this. Don't be trying to say.
How's Jimmy?
I ain't seen him. He left town after they got a hold of it. I don't know if he knows what's going on now. Not, you know how Jimmy is. He just come in and out.
I do not know how Jimmy is.
Well, he come and go.
But worse than Dr. Birdman's whole thing is he comes and goes. So he's got a henchman who also comes and goes.
Jimmy come and go. That's how he look when he's in town. They miss each other sometimes. Hell, Jimmy come up, so where's Dr. Birdman? I said, I don't know. He said, I need a few extra dollars. I said, if I see him, I'll tell you.
That's an awful working situation. Why don't they should get Google Calendar or something. Why don't they just...
Well, you live that way. You ain't got time for computers and all that fancy stuff.
I know Dr. Birdman come and go, and I know Jimmy come
Dr.
and go.
Birdman, when he comes, he don't ask for Jimmy. It don't work that way. Jimmy asks for him. And I said, well, yeah, he was down here this afternoon. He might catch him Big Lots later. He go down there. He happened to be in town. He asked me, but is Dr. Birdman in town? I said, well, he is, but he's out looking for that bird. And Jimmy jumped on that quick as could be. Helped him get it.
Well, our hearts go out to the hurt bird.
Yeah. Everybody, hurt bird. Support hurt bird best you can. The best way you can is go look at it.
I got a sponsor too, Jackie.
Yeah.
What was it?
I got
it written down here. Hold on. We have so many sponsors. To the new listener, we have sponsors every week.
We used to have just 2 sponsors per show, but now we've got
a couple of sponsors, plus tabletcertified.com.
Yeah.
Go check out their website, tabletcertified.com.
You
That's
just
really
said
all they're
them
asking
already.
you to do. Jackie,
Yeah.
you know how hard it is to be a coal miner.
Well,
Coal mining is hard.
yeah, I never did it myself.
No, and they wouldn't have you because they need people who can work and not be claustrophobic.
Oh, well.
And that's two strikes against you.
I work harder than you ever worked.
But you know what also is hard is when there's poison in the water.
Ah.
And that ain't got nothing to do with coal miners. They're just working men and women, men out there trying to make a living, doing the best they can. Voices of America's sons.
Yeah.
But somehow a dangerous chemical got in the water and is heading towards Kentucky and probably eventually Tennessee.
Yeah.
That no matter where you live in this country, eventually poison's going to get in your water. I mean, we all recognize that fact, right?
Got to be prepared for that sort of thing, yeah.
There are things that we could do, but you know how Obama has screwed the economy, and jobs are which is more important, a job or poison in the water? Poison in the water is important, but what's more important is getting that paycheck so you can lay you in a stock of slot water.
What?
Slot water, Jackie.
Slot water.
T.T. Slot, for the new listener, T.T. Slot is a former prostitute, sometimes current prostitute, mostly former, and a business leader now here in Murfreesboro. In the short time we've been doing our podcast, she has risen to sort of the Unilever of Murfreesboro, especially in the former prostitute department. And with her army of former and current prostitutes as her workers, as her staff, she has cornered the market here in Murfreesboro in drinks. The drink market, cold drink market.
I ain't gonna drink nothing no prostitute makes. I'm sorry.
Let me see if I can remember. She had slot cider back in autumn. That had stuff in it, floating in it. There was slot juice, which was pink. The flavors were pink, grape apple, pink, and clear.
Yeah.
And then there was, this is fun because you just get to repeat old things we said before. Then there was slot nog at Christmas. T.T. Slot's
enough.
Slot
All
nog.
right. It's a prostitute that makes things to drink. I don't want
that boiled down. That's pretty much it.
Well, you done then. I don't want to hear.
Well,
about
but now she's got slot water.
Oh hell!
And you're gonna want to get some before when the poison hits your water supply. You're gonna want to wash the dirt and the grime from your body. At some point, it's gonna be great to go down and get a jug of that cool, clear slot water, not clear like slot juice.
I ain't gonna
flavor.
None of it.
Clear is one of her flavors, but it's also just what this slot water looks like. It's pure, sparkling. It comes from a spring over in the valley.
What?
From a spring in the valley.
What?
And the poison water ain't got there yet. So this is good, non-poison water. T.T. Slots put her stamp of approval right on that slot water.
Hell.
Get it, lay it in your storm shelter or your attic or wherever you keep your Armageddon supplies. You're going to want to get some slot water because this water, regular water, tap water, ain't going to be around for too much longer.
So you tell people to go out and get prostitute water.
Get some prostitute water before you get the poison. Jackie, your choice.
You liable to catch up for prostitute water too?
Well,
I wouldn't want to think what you going to get from drinking that mess or any juice, cider, whatever, Claire. Whatever it is.
Jesus, Jackie, in the Bible, when the prostitute talked to him.
He helped the prostitute fight, but they drank wine. He made the wine, not the prostitute. Jesus made the wine.
So you're saying if the prostitute had been like, hey, you want a drink of this? Jesus would slap it out of her hand.
He wouldn't have been like that. He said, no, I already got some. I got the good stuff. I don't need no prostitute. He helped. He said, don't be a prostitute. Don't throw no rocks at her. And I'm sure after going through that, she was thirsty or whatever, but he made the wine. He did it. They went places, and Jesus made wine to drink. Not prostitute didn't do nothing but hang out and learn to act better. That's it.
Well, it sounds like, folks, your choices are Jesus water, slot water,
Oh.
or poison water. I don't see Jesus around handing out that wine water. And the poison water we all know is on its way.
Well, that
So
day's...
if I were you, I'd get that good former prostitute
Well,
TT slot water. Stack it up, buy as much as you can carry, get it in, lay it in. She wasn't even going to get into the water space, Jackie, but she heard about all the poison, and she was like, well, I can make some money at this. Business, good business
All
leader,
right.
good Republican, Jackie. Did you know that?
I don't know her political...
She
Beliefs
since
or
she
whatever.
started, she used to be, Jackie, in the Green Party.
Green part, I don't know. It
And
don't
now-
matter. She's a prostitute.
Well, in the Green Party, they'll take who they can get.
How many times she gonna be arrested? They still let you vote.
Now, listen, Jackie, she's turned over this Republican leaf.
Oh,
I bet she
hell.
will rarely be arrested. Since she's become a business leader, she knows she can't dick around with the
Oh,
Green Party. She's
enough.
got to be a
I-
serious person, and she's
I
serious.
don't want
She's
to talk
Republican, and she's selling water that
I
has
don't-
no poison in it.
Want to talk about prostitutes, Green Party, none of that. That's enough.
And so that's my sponsor for this week. That's
No.
slot water.
Prostitute water ain't no sponsor of mine. You can say it all you want, but no, sir. No.
For the new listener, our sponsors give us $25.
Yeah.
I guess that's all that you want to do. Any more sponsors?
No.
What? We're 40 minutes into this. Entertainment news. Jackie, do you like entertainment news?
Everybody likes, it depends on what you consider entertainment nowadays. I don't know.
Well, what if I was going to tell you I got 30 minutes worth of entertainment news? It's all about new George Jones,
Well, yeah.
unreleased records, and
Hell yeah.
and they're going to make some. They found some old Andy Griffith shows.
Yeah,
and
well, yeah.
Here's Catherine Bach to talk about. She's been raising goats lately,
Daisy Duke, yeah.
but it's none of that. Actually, it's Oscar nominations.
Oh, hell.
Jackie, this week the Oscar nominations were released.
I don't care nothing about no Oscars. It's Hollywood kissing its own rear end, and they put it on TV. I don't want to see none of it. I don't care. And when they do pick something that ain't nothing that I ever heard of, they say, well, when someone comes to me, you need to watch this tape. It's a good tape. Watch this one. This one won Best Picture Oscar. Half a time. It's been maybe a few I seen that was good. But I Miss Daisy. That one was good. I like him. I can't think of anything else.
Driving Miss Daisy's the only Best Picture winner you can think of.
Off the top of my head, I don't know movies. I just remember a picture,
Forrest Gump.
him in the car. Forrest Gump, everybody likes that too much. I get wore out listening to him talk that way for 2 damn hours, 3 hours, however long that is.
That's based on a real person.
What?
Is it? Is that
I
one
don't
like
know.
he played? Like Philadelphia is based on. Okay, let's go back.
Philadelphia when he's sick. That's something different. I
Is
remember
that's based on a real person, right?
I don't know which one.
That's a hard game. Tom Hanks movies who's based on a real person. Because
Captain
even when they
Phillips.
ain't Captain Phillips,
That's real.
That's
that,
real.
That happened.
Walt Disney, that's real.
Well, Walt Disney,
Castaway, not real, right?
wait, I don't know.
I don't know. It could have happened. That gangster.
Saving Private Ryan's real now,
That's
right?
real.
World War II happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody mess around with that. Everybody knows that.
The terminal, that was real.
Was it?
I think.
I can't remember. Big wasn't real. That's silly. Big, he little boy, remember?
Yeah, but what? Yeah.
That's not real.
But that piano was real.
I
That was a
seen
real
them.
thing
They
you could
sell
buy.
that at the mall now. You see that?
That's
lay
part
that
of
out
where-
Christmas time, yeah.
It gets confusing. Because I know a thing about a man turns into a boy.
Well, hell no.
A
That's
boy
silly.
turns into a man.
Either way, it don't make no sense.
But when they put that piano in there, you go, well, that's stupid too. And then you see the piano in a store. You go,
Yeah,
what?
make it-
Could you really? What if you could? Like Shazam. Little boy turned into a man.
I like Captain Phillips. That's real. I saw that one. Bless his heart. Going through that. But yeah, that's got. They gonna give that Oscar. Him, Tom Hanks.
No, he did not. He did not get nominated this year.
He didn't. He always gets an Oscar every year, don't he?
No, not every year.
Well, most of the time, hell, I don't know. He got a bunch of them.
He did not get nominated. He played Walt Disney in A Man Attacked by Pirates. Both real, as far as we can tell. Walt Disney was a real person.
Well, yeah.
And Captain Phillips is a real person. Maybe he'll open up like a pirate land.
Yeah. I don't.
Like
That's that other Disney Pirates movies. The
silly pirates.
Yeah. I don't like
So he
it.
played the man who made pirates look like, oh, that's nothing. And then he played the man who got caught up in that and look
real
what happened.
Pirates, not
He was
silly
like,
Walt Disney.
Well,
silly.
pirates. Captain Phillips like, pirates, my ass. I've seen pirates. Yo, it's funny. Yo,
Yeah.
ho, ho. And then look what happened. He got cocky. I
Yeah.
haven't seen Captain Phillips. How'd you see Captain Phillips if I didn't show it to you? I'm the only one that ever shows you
I
anything.
went down and saw Captain Phillips one night
By yourself?
after work. I didn't have
How'd
nothing to
you
do.
you can't even see when they turn the lights out in the theater?
Miss Bros had a relative. Her, it's my nephew too, but it's more hers. But anyway, he come over and stayed, and he was sitting up with her watching TV, and I just thought I'd go see. I was interested in story. I see that's movies I like. It's real stuff. I don't want to see
Like Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch. That's a dog.
Yep.
That might have been real. I mean,
It's
there's
a
no
real
reason-
dog?
Dog don't talk in it.
No, there's
do
nothing.
anything
He doesn't
like
save the
unrealistic.
day, I don't think. He might.
He got hurt, but
Dogs get hurt every day.
well, yeah. No, Turner and Hurt's believable. Yeah, that's a believable one. But I like that. Yeah, Tom Hanks usually is something I can watch because it's more real than silly.
Sleepless in Seattle, that's based on a real
I don't-
person, right? Because he was on the radio. He's on all those radio shows,
I don't
and that's
know that
when
one. I don't know.
Nora Ephron heard the story, right, of him.
I don't know nothing about
Every
that
Tom Hanks, there's very few Tom Hanks movies that you could say that's based on a real story, and you go, no, what? There's like 3. There's Big,
one. World War II.
that's real.
Yeah, I know World War II.
Yeah, but
is
I'm
real.
saying there's only like 2 or 3 where you would say that's bullshit. That ain't a real thing.
I'll watch it.
It's big. You know that can't happen, even though the piano actually existed. That's one of
Baseball, that was his baseball with
That's
the
a
women.
real person?
That's real, because that happened in the wartime. All the men's over there fighting. He did both sides of the war. He showed there was people like him, cowards that stayed home and drank, got drunk, and spent
Yeah.
time with women. And then he played the
Sign
real.
me up.
Hey, then he went over there and fought in Saving Private Ryan, World War II.
Oh, then he was an astronaut.
That's
real.
That not going to the moon.
You still think that the moon landing? So you can believe for a second that a fortune telling, you put a quarter in and it
I
makes you.
didn't say Big's real. I said that's not real. I said they never went to the moon. Now, by the time, who was he playing in that one? 13.
Captain Apollo.
That was probably them really trying to go, and look what happened.
The movie was him trying to go?
Not the movie, when it really happened. That was years after they said they went to the moon, which ain't real. The movie's about when they really did try to go to the moon, and they still weren't ready yet.
Do you think we ever went to the moon?
Hell no, we didn't go no damn moon.
Ms. Bro's nephew, what's he coming down for?
Just visit her.
East Tennessee people?
Yeah. Come down to Johnson City.
He that loudmouth?
He ain't that bad. He's all right. He don't want to be there, but his mama makes him go.
Do you help out any?
I watch TV and everything, but he fine with her, yeah. He don't bother me none.
Who stayed with her when y'all went to the movies?
He did. He didn't go to the movie with me. I went to the movie by myself.
Why didn't you call me?
Maybe I wanted to sit through a movie where there wasn't somebody on the phone through the whole thing, cracking jokes, running it back and forth.
What? You
gonna
don't like
wind
to
up,
have fun?
Going to the movie, you're going to wind up like I fell in Florida.
I
stay
stand
on
my
the-
ground first.
Well, stay on your phone like it.
Maybe I'm texting the police like this son of a bitch crazy. Hell. How come you went to see Captain Phillips? You didn't go see Lone Survivor? Are you not a patriot?
I hadn't had a chance to see that one yet. I'll go see it when I get. I don't go to the movies all the time. It's once in a blue moon I go. I either go with you.
I know it's a special occasion, and you
sometimes
don't
we
even
go-
call me.
Sundays we go Sony Breakfast Bar sometimes, and if we got time to go, if somebody else opened up my store on Sunday, we'll go catch a afternoon movie.
Oh, that's the worst. Our first show on Saturday with all old people in there, feeling energy. That's how I saw Anchorman 2. Ruined it.
I didn't see that.
They did not think it was funny at all.
I bet this got Oscars for it.
And it does not.
Well,
not a one.
what the hell movie's got? If I ain't giving it to Captain Phillips, that's a good pirate movie. It ain't gonna give it to that. Or Tom Hanks, I don't know what they're gonna give it to. Something I never heard of.
Here are the best picture nominees, Jackie, for the year 2004.
Yeah.
How many times when you get there late and they've already turned off the lights, you can't see your way to your seat? How many times if I grabbed you by your scaly hand, you old, veiny, purple, bruised up hand, gross, like a corpse, cold.
All right.
Nails grown out like Howard Hughes.
What the hell are you talking
Is
about?
Tom Hanks in that one?
What one?
Howard Hughes one. Doesn't he play somebody comes in like, Mr. Hughes, I need to buy one of your planes?
It sounds like something he did, yeah.
He's wearing like thick glasses or something.
I don't know.
12 Years a Slave.
I heard about that, yeah.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Werewolf.
Nope. Actual wolf. Well, stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
I don't know what the difference is between a stockbroker and whatever he is in Wolf of Wall Street if he is not a stockbroker. But let me tell you, Jackie, I went to see Wolf of Wall Street, and it's awesome. It's probably the best time I ever had at a movies.
Well, I ain't seen it. Who's in it?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Titanic boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And more prostitutes than I've ever seen before in my life.
I don't want to hear it.
Captain Phillips.
Well, you just said Tom Hanks wasn't getting nothing.
Captain Phillips nominated for Best Picture. Tom Hanks not nominated for Best Actor.
Well, he's the one that made it, isn't he? He's in it.
He did make it, I guess. He's the author of that film.
Yeah.
Her.
What?
Her.
Who?
Her. American Hustle.
American Hustles.
Gravity.
Gravity. That's a space movie. That's one of them. I didn't go see that. Everybody said go. That was a good one. Everybody I talked to.
You gotta wear the glasses.
I ain't gonna go say nothing. I got to put Cap Phillips ain't got to put no glasses on. I ain't gonna get a headache. Everybody said this up in space, and I said, yeah, right.
Dallas Buyers Club.
What is it?
Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas. Yeah, I like. Yeah.
Nebraska. A lot of these just named after states.
Nebraska. Yeah, scenery.
Philomena.
What?
Those are them.
I don't know any. I heard it. 12 Years a Slave. People talk about that, say it's real good. I'm too old up in age to sit through that. I watched Roots years and years ago when it was on TV, and that was bad enough.
You think that covers you? That 30 years ago, Jackie, you know how many slave movies they made since then?
Well, back in they made, what was it? They did, it was Roots. That was on TV 2 or 3 times. That lasted a couple weeks.
Did you watch it every time it was on?
Roots made up for how many movies? You say they didn't make enough slaves movies. Roots lasted 2 damn weeks, something like that.
It was a lot of
That's more
investment.
slaves than anybody. That'd be just pitiful. Make you feel terrible.
Well, I hope so.
But that made up. That's after Roots. Nobody wanted to make one or watch one.
If people felt like they'd done their time.
Well, I mean, they knew what slavery is. The first time somebody showed it in your face how bad, things were. We all knew.
That's white privilege, Jackie. You think you can get away with one miniseries every 30 years?
Saying you can get away with nothing. I'm just saying Roots wore you out. There was happy stuff, too, like old Chicken George. He's, it wasn't all sad, but most of it pretty awful.
Well, I haven't seen 12 Years a Slave either. Maybe we'll go see that next Sunday. Go to
Now,
Shoney's.
I don't want. It's going to be pitiful. I don't know if I can sit through that. I can't. I don't like. I knew Captain Phillips, but I knew the ending. I knew how it turned out. I know it's put you through the ringer too. But I knew all along he's going to be okay. If I go see 12 Years a Slave, I don't know. Bless his heart, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to see it.
Well, they abolished slavery and eventually racism ends. If you look at it like that.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm for that. Make more movies like that.
Oh, what if it ends though? What if they flash to the future and they show Obama getting elected president?
Oh, hell. That ain't got nothing to do with slavery.
Best director, Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen, he dead in the ground.
No, another one.
Steve McQueen, get away.
12 Years a Slave. The director of 12 Years a Slave is Steve McQueen.
Were they related? Maybe.
David O. Russell, American Hustle.
Don't know one in on Hustle. I don't know what it is.
These are boring.
Yeah.
Best actor, Bruce Dern.
Old Bruce Dern, I remember him.
Yeah, boring.
He wasn't boring.
Oh, best supporting actor, Barkhad Abdi for Captain Phillips.
Barkhad who?
Abdi.
Barkhad Abdi.
I think he's the pirate.
Oh, he's good, yeah.
Was he an actual pirate?
All the pirates in that was good. They was all.
Who was your favorite pirate?
I probably wanted the Hartfoot. Because he kept going back and forth whether I'm good or bad. His foot's hurt, tore up. And Captain Phillips said, let me fix his foot. And they wouldn't let him for the longest time. And finally they let him.
Hey, no spoilers, Jackie.
Well, you asked me which one is, so I don't know the names. If they said the names in it, I can't remember. The one that had the hurt foot's the one I like. He was the best pirate.
Hey, this is a good chance just to stop and take a break. We should have said this at the beginning. Next week, you're going to want to go out and get a copy before you hear our next week's podcast of Superman, the Man of Steel. Man of Steel, Superman.
Worst Superman movie I ever seen.
And we're going to watch it and talk over it. That's next week's podcast.
They call it commentaries.
Commentaries.
We're going to sit and I don't know why anybody. It's bad enough to sit through the movie anyway. Why the hell you won't sit through it with somebody talking at you? In Florida, they shoot you for that, and you want people, you encourage them to listen to me and you talk.
Well, I can tell you this, in Florida, if they'd been watching Superman, then they wouldn't have gotten a fight. They'd have joined hands and said how stupid that movie was.
Got the hell out of there, yeah.
Let's go get something. You want a drink? I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, talk about movies bringing people together. That's one in that way, yeah.
So go get you a copy of Superman Returns.
It's not. It's Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Superman Returns, you can watch that too. It's boring, but it's better than Man of Steel. All
Superman movies are a little bit boring, except for one. I remember there's TV show wasn't boring all the time, but you'd be bored till Superman showed up. They'd be man in the office talking this on the TV show. That's the one that killed himself.
And then as the show got further and further into its seasons, Superman showed up later and later. It was more about office politics.
You was a young and you didn't want to watch none of that.
They had to do a lot of reporting from the office.
Superman.
A lot of over the phone.
Now then they come out with the movie with the Superman, the dead one had the horse accident. That Reeves. He come out. That movie's kind of good, but still the whole beginning of it when he's a baby,
what about scenery?
What do you mean scenery is?
Old trucks.
Have a Brando and stuff. That's all right. He saved the daddy.
Oh, you mean
truck.
Space?
Space stuff. I
thought you meant a little baby.
Half of his new one's all
Earth
space
baby.
Stuff. But it's still
Space baby.
But the point I'm trying to make, there ain't no damn Superman in it till halfway through the damn movie. And then the second one, that's the worst one, where he fights. He ends up him. Lois Lane end up together, and Superman give his power away so he can do stuff with her, adult things. That ain't no Superman. And then the third, it was the last one I was going to see, and then somebody told me this was good. The best one is the third one. Now, Superman's and Richard Pryor, Funny. That was good. Superman's right off at the beginning, already doing stuff. And Rich Pryor on computers, that's the best one.
You know, by that, you established your criteria, and according to that criteria, Jackie, Superman 3 would be the best one.
It is the best one.
I'm impressed.
Ain't got nothing. The criteria is this or not.
It's not your typical idiotic blather. I mean, that made sense. You said, I like a Superman show up early.
Right at the beginning of the movie.
Henceforth, or therefore, Superman 3 is the best.
And Rich Pryor's funny.
And Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is not in the 50s series. He ain't in the one or two.
Well, he wasn't. He wasn't, but the youngin' back. He ain't in one, but the third one. That's all he did. I don't know why they didn't bring him back. He got sick, I guess.
Oh, what if Gene Wilder had been in 4? Like Gene Wilder.
You just keep adding them on. Yeah, it's like with one of those Lethal
Gene
Weapons.
Wilder could have been the Penguin.
Lethal Weapons movies got good when you had, what's his name, little short fella.
Right. The more people they add to the Lethal Weapon movies, the better they get.
Got funny. By the end, now he ain't Rich Pryor like a young version of Richard Pryor.
I like to think that Lethal Weapon just mutated into Ocean's 11.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. By the last Lethal Weapon, there's 8, 9 of them running around. I can't keep up all of them. But they just kept keeping them. They didn't get rid of them. You just keep adding them on. Yeah. But we're going to watch that.
Superman, Man of Steel.
Worst one there is.
Next week. Because the thing about that, Man of Steel, I don't want to, here's a little preview. In Man of Steel, not only does it take a long time for him to become Superman, after he becomes Superman, they keep flashing back to before he became Superman. So even after you reach the Superman mark,
here we go.
They still go back. Did we talk about that when we watched Superman?
Hell, I don't know.
For the new listener, we've already recorded the episode where we watched Man of Steel.
I'm required to do that. It'll be on next week. Yeah.
And in 3 hours. So you'll want to tune in for that. Try not to buy a copy. Maybe go to the library. See if you can get one that way.
Yeah, don't spend no money on that. Hell.
Jackie, we've done an hour's worth of podcast. And we haven't even talked about Woody Allen.
Oh, what the hell going to say about Woody Allen?
Well, they come out. People had forgotten all about the child molestation charges, I think.
What?
I think they remember the fact that he married his adopted.
He married a little girl, his daughter.
But they forget about the thing that either his son or Frank Sinatra's son said he did. He reminded everybody about, I guess there was a magazine article come out in October. I guess if it was my daddy and he did that and then everybody was like, oh, let's give him a special tribute with Diane Keaton, I'd be a little mad too.
Well, yeah.
You don't know. I mean, but there wasn't a trial or anything.
He was on trial for it.
For the little girl, she didn't testify.
They said he didn't do it, but of course they said Michael Jackson didn't do it either, so I don't know.
You know what? There's a lot of people that they've said didn't do it, and you know what? They probably did it.
I did, yeah.
I ain't saying he's one of them.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I wouldn't want to be there. It'd be the worst place in the world to be
But
around
who are
any
some
of
of
them
the people like Michael Jackson? They said he didn't do it.
O.J. Simpson said he didn't do it.
Woody Allen said he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Rosenbergs said they did do it.
Yeah.
I'm not really going anywhere with that. Also, Harvey Weinstein. It's hard to wring a lot of humor out of that topic. But
Yeah.
you know who'd be good at it? Woody Allen.
I don't think that's funny. I don't know. That sounds like a...
I know, like a crimes and misdemeanors where it's kind of fun. Like half of it's funny. That's the part he's in. But then he gets like a serious actor like Alan Alda to do the
way he talks. I just don't like hearing the way he talks. He sounds like a dog wanting bacon. Same thing. Just running their mouth to drive anybody crazy.
Rodney Dangerfield had a dog cartoon. Woody Allen had a comic strip. But I don't think there's ever been an animal portray Woody Allen.
Ants. That's the only thing good. Ants is animal.
Ants.
Yeah, that's good.
You're right.
That's the only Woody Allen I ever seen. Ants.
That's
And
impressive.
I only seen the first half of that. After a while, I don't care no more. But it's funny bug cartoon. I get Oscars.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it won the first animated feature Oscar. Harvey Weinstein said he was going to make a movie, make an NRA. Wish they'd never been born or whatever.
A movie that make NRA
Anti-gun movie.
Anti-gun movie.
Anti-NRA movie.
And who's going to have be in that?
Meryl Streep.
Oh hell!
She hates Walt Disney.
Well,
and best original screenplay, American Hustle.
I don't know what any of this is. You just keep reading it. I don't.
Blue Jasmine by Woody Allen.
Oh hell!
Her.
Who?
Her.
Who? Meryl Streep.
No, not her. Yeah, you're right. These are boring Oscars. Boring. 2014, boring Oscars.
Yeah.
Boring movies, except, I guess, for Captain Phillips and Superman 3.
Superman 3 good. I like Captain Phillips. Two different kinds of movies. Totally different, but...
But next week, you're going to want to get a copy of Man of Steel, settle in on the couch, open up a bottle of something alcoholic to drink.
Yeah.
Get some crackers. I like to get a bag, like a plastic sack, and a few different kinds of crackers.
Snack on crackers. I'd rather snack on crackers and movie popcorn most time.
You talking about just regular saltines in the movie theater?
Yeah, just take them in with you, put them in your pocket. I know you're not supposed to do that unless you go down by the Murfreesboro Museum before you go in the movie theater.
Well, yeah, they got the best popcorn at
I
the
wouldn't even
Murfreesboro
call that
Museum.
popcorn. I don't know what it is.
It needs a new name that means better than popcorn.
Yeah, whatever
better than
that is.
anything you're
Yeah.
going to put in your mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, a saltine crazy. You might as well be eating plain saltless, unsalted pops.
Saltine cracker tastes better than regular movie popcorn to me. But if I can get down, if I go see a movie after they close Murfreesboro Museum.
Yeah, why you going on Sundays? Because I ain't open on Sunday morning.
Murfreesboro Museum's got weird hours anyway. You never know.
Yeah, it's a
sometimes
museum.
they
I
just
think a
close it.
volunteer staff.
But I usually try to run by there before I go to a movie, get your bag there. I know it ain't right to take it anywhere but a movie theater, but, sometimes just take saltines.
Ain't that many saltines, I get a dry mouth.
Well, get you something to drink in there, too.
That's expensive.
Take it in with you. Take your beer or something in there with you to keep it.
I'm breaking all the rules.
Well, if you go on Sunday, ain't nobody in there. Don't give a darn one way or the other. Don't take a beer to go see a kiddie movie. Don't get a bunch of beer to go see Ninja Turtle or whatever the hell it is children like.
Ants.
Ants, well, that's
Kids like ants, right?
I saw ants on TV. I guess kids like it. It's a cartoon. It's made for them, I guess. You drink a beer at home once that. Don't take your beer with you into a children's movie. Don't do that.
What if Woody Allen really wanted to get into children's entertainment at this point?
Oh, hell.
I mean, it's probably not going to happen. His estranged son's going to get his show on MSNBC, which I guess is just the Bash Woody Allen hour. Which, don't get me wrong, it sounds pretty good.
I'd watch that,
But, like, what if he was like, I had an idea to do a show about a dinosaur who finds a flower.
What?
And the flowers from the 20s.
Like listening to jazz records.
Yeah. Flowers Love Jazz is the name
Ain't
of
nothing about a Woody Allen movie that any child in his right mind would like.
I know, but if it was a dinosaur and a flower and then what's her name? Judy. Oh man,
I don't know
I can't
none of
call
them.
the name. I can't call the name. So, Australian. Yeah, it's gone.
That's Lethal Weapons.
Well,
Weapons,
the people
Australian.
listening who know what I'm talking about know who I'm saying, and they may not know what joke I was going to attempt to make, but they appreciate where I'm coming from.
I wasn't trying to make no joke.
Judy.
I was just saying.
Blank.
I was just saying Lethal Weapons. He's Australian. The white one.
Did Mel Gibson and Woody Allen never do anything together?
Now, as far as I know,
Oh, man. We got to get those two together.
nobody wants to see that. Yeah.
Get the two of them and... I can't remember anybody's names. Let's just call it, Jackie. We're gonna call it. We're gonna get on out of here.
If you ain't got nothing to talk about, then get it over
I
with.
got stuff to talk about. I can't remember anybody's names.
Well, write something down. Take notes or something. Hell, I
Oh,
can't
man.
rely on me. I don't know half of what the hell you're talking about.
Do you think I'm smoking too much pot?
Yes. Quit.
Because I think it makes me looser.
Well,
I can't remember people's surnames. Davis.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. Holtzclaw's new album, Chili Room, Pussy Room. It's here, it's released, it's on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon. Go get it. It's got the theme song to Red State Update, Tasty Sorghum Biscuit, along with like 20-some other songs. So, new Holtzclaw, Chili Room, Pussy Room, Holtzclaw, Holtzclaw, Holtzclaw.